Hey, 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 Merry Christmas. I know it's a little bit early for Kuma's Kitchen video to be coming out, but this is an extra special video, and there will be one coming out on Monday too. But I just wanted to shoot this for Christmas because, well, a couple reasons. One, well, you're going to see somebody's name popping up in the credits at the end. I'm not going to say who yet. You got to look to the end. This is a Merry Christmas for you. All right, now, what have I made here? I call this White Christmas. It's got white chocolate in it. It's got whiskey in it. It's got whipped cream on top. A couple little colorful sprinkles just to give it that festive air. And oh, yeah. Oh, I'll have a little bit more of that. Oh, that's going to warm me up on Christmas, that's for sure. All right, let's go in the kitchen and make this right now. And to you, whose name is coming up at the end, Merry Christmas. All right, nice thing about this is it's a pretty easy drink to whip up for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or Boxing Day if you're in any other countries that do Boxing Day. It's a funny story I told yesterday. I was talking to some Americans and I said, Boxing Day, we'll do that on Boxing Day. And they're like, what's that? I remember saying when I moved from Switzerland to Canada and I heard we were going to have Boxing Day, I thought there's going to be boxing matches on TV or something. And turns out in Canada, if you're not from Canada or I think the United Kingdom, Boxing Day is the day that we take all our boxes and get rid of them for after Christmas. It was also a time in Canada, it was great. It was the day that we went and we saw our friends, like when we were still younger, board games or something like that. Maybe a friend got a board game, we'd go over there and we'd play that with them. And parents would go back and forth and have cocktails and little snacks and stuff together. So a fun day, actually, a fun wind down after Christmas. Now, this drink, okay, there's a tiny little bit of prep, but that's just heating up just a little bit. I mean, you could drink it cold except for the fact that you wouldn't melt your chocolate. So there's white chocolate in it. Let's have a look at those ingredients. Across the front here, I've got 1.5 ounces or about 45 grams of white chocolate, just broken up in some pieces that'll melt quicker. Then here I've got a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I was about to say vinegar, that's not it. Vanilla. And then here, just give it that festive sprinkles. Now, you're not going to use all those sprinkles, but you're just going to use a little handful on top. Just gives it that festive color. Now, if you want to make it, more like we say oshare or fancy, like for a fancy party, you could get those little silver ball sprinkles for cakes and put those on top. Just a few of those. That would make it look very fancy. Me, I'm going for the color, right? So, across the back here, well, what do we got here is whiskey. That's a quarter cup of whiskey, 1 cup of milk, and don't go to skim milk, go for the real milk. Yeah, that's regular homogenized milk. And then, now, you know that I usually like to whip up my own whipped cream and, dollop it on. But when you're making a drink, you don't need that much, and you got to mix up a big bowl full, and it's going to sit there. So for drinks, I find this stuff is pretty good. Just make sure you give it a good shake before you use it and keep it in the fridge. It's nice and cold right now. But this is easy, just whip some on top. And at Christmas, you'd be doing a bunch of other stuff, so you don't want to be whipping up whipped cream. Just use that. Oh, something else is cooking in the oven right now. All right, so I've got my pot here. I'm going to put the milk in. And the chocolate. And the vanilla. And what I want to do now is just keep these guys off to one side. I don't want to put the whiskey in yet because when you heat it up too much, you're getting rid of the alcohol. Unless, of course, that's what you want to do and you just want the flavor, then okay, put the whiskey in now. But if we want to preserve that little bit of alcohol in there, let's add that later. What we're going to do here is bring this up very low heat, like slowly. You don't want to burn the milk or the chocolate. So that's why I'm using this front burner here, because this is a gentler burner, actually. All right, and then just give it a stir every once in a while. Make sure we're stirring around and getting that chocolate mixed in as it starts to melt. So as that milk heats up, the chocolate will start melting. Mix it in. Once that's happened, once that chocolate's all melted and our milk is hot, not boiling, we don't want to bring it to a boil. We just want it, so it's just starting to, you see little bubbles start appearing around the outside edge there. And you know, it's getting hot. You can just check it, you know, is it hot? And then it's ready. So see you back here in a couple minutes when this is ready. All right, that's just been a few minutes and they're ready. Look at it, we get a little steam coming off. That's perfect. We're gonna kill the heat. The chocolate is all melted. Mwah! So what I want to do now, I'm just gonna bring it a little closer here. I'm gonna take the whiskey and add that in. All right, that's gonna knock the heat down just a little bit, but it's basically gonna bring it to that drinkable level, isn't it? All right, stir that in. Oh, that is good. All right, I'm gonna take a big mug and add that in there. Oh, there's a little tiny bit of white chocolate right there. Oh yeah, good. All right, so we got that. Give that a shake, and away we go. Away we go. My finger hurts so much from doing concrete work yesterday. I can't push things with it. I could hardly type today. There we go. Woohoo! Lots of whipped cream. Make it festive. All right. And then, let's grab a couple of sprinkles. Woohoo! And there we go. A beautiful Christmas drink. White Christmas. All right, you know the drill. If you like this recipe, just stick around because there's a lot more here on the Kuma's Kitchen channel. Check them all out. All kind of original, crazy ideas. I come with this one here. Just boom, overnight idea. Let's do it. All right. Also, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell and make this and make Christmas and Kuma's Kitchen, or make Christmas and cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen. All right, see ya. Merry Christmas.